Now, what?
Who cleaned out the
Now, is this? Let's look here. A titty shop is a happy shop. Now, do you mean titty? What idiot spelled this wrong?
Look how clean that paint.
He's tired of cleaning up. Look how nice and organized it's finally.
Oh, no. Crayon box.
Every paint known to man, including Bone Busters paint. Well, it's close enough.
We use that on skee balls.
It's close enough.
Skee ball extreme, I think we use that on.
You did it. There we are.
There, we fixed it.
Wait a minute, can I borrow that again real quick? Here's what you have to do. Now watch. After you cross it out, you have to put in parentheses, fixed.
Do
you see what
I was hoping
with?
someone's going to do an O right there for a toddy shop.
Listen, we had a visitor from England, and I happened to take some footage. Shall we share it with you? Well, we have a visitor from England. This is Karl. Karl, what part of England?
Near Manchester. Greater Manchester.
A wonderful place. You know, a lot of people think England is this giant place. England is the size of Pennsylvania. So you can go from one end to the other end in 4 hours, 4.5 hours by car. See, and you can go north to south in about the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's actually really, you can easily get under control with it. I rented a car. My father and I went over our first trip for 3 weeks. We rented the car in London, and when we returned the car 3 weeks later, there were 2,000 miles on it. And the guy was scratching his eyes. He said, "How could you have driven 2,000 miles?" And I said, "Well, we went around England and Wales. Wales is attached to England. We went around England and Wales like 3 times." So we went all over the place. He couldn't believe we put that much mileage in 3 hours, but 3 weeks. You got to come in and meet my beautiful wife, who happens to be here because it's Friday.
Happy Friday!
Karl is visiting from Manchester. He can only stay. He can't stay for lunch. I invited him to stay, but no.
How far are you from Hinckley?
From
Hinckley, Sapkett. Let's see.
That's where Todd's family's from.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. That's above Leicester.
Crikey, of course. It's that close, yeah.
It's north of London.
Hinckley, yeah. I was thinking here, how close to
England.
I had we had relatives that had a Shetland pony farm.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And they had it for years, and that was one of the places we visited. I don't think they like buttercups.
No, she's trying.
No. How about, let's see if you like butter. What do you think it hurt? Ah, good pony. Likes to get scratched there.
The month and she likes it though.
Yeah.
And I want to do other things as well.
Yeah.
So we want to get this place if it's running itself.
Yeah.
Younger foal, so they're not quite brave enough to come up to us yet.
Honey and Heather would be the best ones.
We North Curry, Taunton. We went all the way down to Land's End a couple times. Everywhere. England, oh gosh, we love going there.
We have relatives in Wales.
It's so easy to get
lives
places. You can drive, you can get to Stonehenge in 1 hour from London. But the best thing about England, there's 2 things that you have to go and see. London's wonderful, but you got to spend 2 days in London. But drive to Avebury. That is the jewel. It's like Stonehenge, but you can go up and touch the stones. They're all over the town. It's the most amazing place on earth. Other than the Roman baths.
Yeah.
The Roman baths, the water's still running.
You have to have tea for
It's still hot water. The pipes still work. The Roman baths, amazing.
People can walk on the actual pavements that Romans walked on. And that is one of the most exciting things. We haven't done anything to that. It's genuine pavement.
We did have tea with the Queen also.
Yeah, we did have tea. Well, we didn't have it with the Queen. we went to a London tea. We went to one of the changing of the guards.
Yeah. Sure.
We got invited to a changing of the guard ceremony.
He wants to see the warehouse. Go to the warehouse.
The warehouse.
How fun.
Do you think he's ready for the warehouse?
No one's ever waiting.
Let's go back and introduce him to the guys. Boys, we have a visitor from England. No, it's not Kurt. He's under the covers. He's still buried. This is Karl from Manchester, England.
Hi, Karl.
He has come to visit and see, well, I don't know, he's come to see a lot of stuff everywhere. Televisions, and look, Creature. Creature from the Black Lagoon is getting ready. This is not going to Mark in Canada. Mark's is in the warehouse. Mark's not getting that until April. But this beautiful game, look at the colors. Vibrant colors. Stephen hasn't even done the little touch up, but the colors are stunning on this thing. Now the playfield, you thought the playfield was never taken apart. No. Yes, nobody ever did this. Do you see how it comes apart? See, he has to take it all apart, and the pop bumpers were never lit, so he's going to be lighting them, and he's got some new neat ideas, Karl, to make this thing glow. He's going to add new green lighting up here. He's also going to light this with purple or black light LEDs. We think this will glow. We're almost sure it will, but, you know, this is a work in progress. We have a Cliffy protector that's going to go on the hole here to protect that forevermore. Forevermore. I'm wondering how well my camera pointing is going, Karl. Karl wants a tour of the warehouse. Let me put my coat on. Karl has very nicely said he brought me a gift before we go to the warehouse. He suggested we look. What could be in that satchel? Oh, by the way, Karl came from New York City, okay, took the train, and then he to Philadelphia. Then he took, he got off at Fox Chase, and then he took Uber from Fox Chase to TNT. And he's here, so he's got a lot of money involved, and now he's got a present for me. I heard it's a sack full of hundreds. Not pounds, hundreds, right? Although I would love the conversion.
For emergency, but it has come all the way from Manchester on the plane.
Look at that.
For emergency purposes.
It looks just like our coffee. Did you know in England, now this is a fact, we started eating cereal in England, Kellogg's cereal, that had freeze-dried fruit in it. And when you poured the milk on it, it activated. So they had the cereal in the 80s. We didn't, because they never released the freeze-dried fruit in America. I was like, what's going on here? England has freeze-dried fruit in their cereal, and we don't have anything. Now we do, but it took 20 years. So they were first on the freeze-dried fruit. Oh, look, there's a mug. So here's what we're going to do, Karl. I am going to pour a coffee into your new mug. Oh, look, I like that.
It's tiny.
I'll have to fill it like 10 times. But we won't do the coffee because we're going to do that later. I'm going to give him a big mug. Now watch. I'm going to put the Three Stooges sound effects in. Okay. One guy's furious when I do this. He says, that's what make that sound. Now, do you like yours black or do you like cream? Or
Black is fine.
he likes his black. I didn't tell him I didn't wash the mug. And now we're going to go over to the warehouse. You know what? We forgot, before we left, he said, can I take a picture? I said, yes, just one. Right? Wallace, you've been chosen. A picture. A color picture. I thought you wanted to be in the picture.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. But also...
Okay, you could take one with me.
Okay.
Without me.
Yes, thank you.
I don't like smiling too long. It makes my face ache. I stole that from Tim Curry. This is the warehouse, Karl. This is our recycled cardboard. You know, we're lucky because the air conditioning, that's Wizard of War. Mark in Canada is getting it. Mario Brothers are ready to go out. They didn't come yesterday because of the 3 big-ass inches of snow we had. Everybody canceled. They canceled the schools because they expected 8 to 10 inches, and we only had 3. So now they're not going out until today. But I was saying that we recycle. We happen to have an air conditioning guy who has this building next door. So he lets us jump into his dumpster and acquire all the cardboard. Isn't that great? So we recycle. I'm big on recycling. I always have been. Up on the shelves are games that may or may not be rebuildable. We're just not sure. Some are parts. That's a parts Sites Fever, but that's a complete
That's huge.
Future Spa. There is a very worn out Jack Stopen that's parts now. There's a Disco Fever that's shoppable. This is customers. Oh no, that's our Jungler we have for sale. And we also have a customers in for an overhaul. I just don't have time to get to the stuff. That could be. And what you hear banging in the background, that's the local SWAT team practicing. We're right next to a gun range. So we got lots of cops here, you know. And they're here late at night, so this has got to be the safest place on planet Earth to be. I remember we had one of the kids. I have a telephone in the bathroom because that's where you do your best work. And one of the kids called 911 during a party. We were swamped with cops. They said somebody called 911 and then hung up. I said, and then we figured out it was the bathroom from one of the little brats. So the next day I had the phone, it's a phone system, I had them turn off the dial-out option. So you can't make phone calls from my bathroom anymore. If any of you had any ideas, Karl, that includes you. No more 911. So anyway,
what's your emergency?
we're crammed. See, tons of stuff. So you have, look at all those cocktails. Now, those are the cocktails nobody seems to want, the peg leg ones. I've vowed to bring them down. I think most of them work. And just sell them as is. Just to clear them out. If you want to try squeezing through, you're thin enough. You can get through there. I'm going to have trouble. Oh, look, this is one of the fake control panel overlays somebody made. I actually went to the trouble of making it out of hard plastic. But an unlicensed overlay. It looks pretty good. See, back then, Karl, nobody cared. Nobody cared if the overlay was something else or didn't look the same, as long as it looked clean. So the idea was to fix it up. Now, I'm going to show you. Now, here's a Donkey Kong Jr., and I want to show you somebody. Isn't it beautiful? They've touched it up. They didn't get quite the same color. Right. But it's rather nice, isn't it? There, this is what they said. I'm gonna fix it up. Can I squeeze through? I'm putting in rubber. It's a balloon sound to be squeezing through. Post-production. Look, a stupid Cobra, and it's in actually really good shape. Metal control panel we're probably going to touch up. Nobody wants the Bagman, a dedicated Bagman. Nobody batted an eye at it. One guy said he'd give me $50 cash. Now, Karl, somebody just ordered this. A super rare, they only made it 1 or 2 years, 4-player skee ball. It is like unheard of. Have you ever seen a 4-player skee ball? No. No, nobody has. So this is one part of it. Oh! Listen, all of you have heard it. I think we should show you where it is. That's it. That's what makes all this noise. Arcade Legends. Metallica. We got a ton of games. It's running so much, we know why. We have a leak. Oh, look at this, Karl. This is something you haven't ever seen before. We had to take it apart. You see this? You see this? That's a turbo outrun dedicated cockpit that somebody has ordered. So we are going to be putting that together. Oh coffee down someplace. Oh, there it is. Carl, that's what I do. I put my coffee cup. You can come over here and find coffee cups on the table. There it is. The good news is you at least brought me a red one. Oh, wait a minute. I got a chance to reuse the sounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I don't know why you do that. It doesn't. Oh. Karl, do you have any favorite videos? Of mine, obviously, not the competitors.
Yeah, the Richie Knuckles.
Richie! You know, I gotta tell you, Karl, the YouTube channel lets you do a lifetime. Check. My top 10 lifetime videos is a Richie Knuckles tour, and number 8 is a Richie Knuckles tour. 2 of my top 10 lifetime videos are Richie Knuckles. And how come they're not the 6-player X-Men? Any ideas why my 6-player X-Men aren't top?
I think they're all...
There's too many of them. I think I have 4 or 5 of them. I suppose I suppose this is when you hold the camera like this, you're bound to bump into something. Now, Karl, this blue, look at this blue in this Miss Pac-Man. Do you see that? That used to be bright blue, and now it's some kind of a funky crud. I don't know whether that's oil or what. Oh, it's scary, isn't it? Are you scared now when you look around here? Oh, look, it's only 50 cents to play. This machine does not give change. Karl, how many people have thought they could put like 3 dimes into the coin slot and get a nickel back? I can't tell you how many people think that's true. That game didn't give me change. So the guy put a sign in, no change. No change. 50 cents to play. What would he try to put in there? 6 dimes? Or no, what would he put in there to think he was going to get change? That's odd. Anyway, what do you think of your tour?
Superb.
Oh, look. Haha, Estes. Guess what? That's the truck to pick up Mark's games. They're here, finally. And our loading dock is clear. We are ready. We're ready. I'll have to send the boys over, unless you want to load the truck.
I could help.
We're off. Back to the shop. I got to get a refill. You know, Karl, this only holds half of a cup of coffee. Half of a cup. Don't fall. Last night when I left, this was like a sheet of glass. I left here pretty late. I was uploading the Wizard of War video last night. And it takes a long time to process it and then add the cards and add the end credits. And so I waited until I finished so it would go up. Because, you know, my first viewers, I think the video went live at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. But you see, in England, it's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And we have several viewers. Actually, Gert in the Netherlands, he watches them in the morning with his cup of coffee. He has a TV, and that's you, Gert. He has a TV in the kitchen. It better be a big screen. Now, here's something interesting. You can see this before. See this Bone Busters right here? The customer has requested, even though, God, the pink's really good. He has requested the black treatment. And this is what the black treatment is right now, see? So he has requested us to cover over the pink. And it does look good. Now, we took off the skull so it wouldn't get damaged. So that'll be going on. So that's a project going on. This poor guy's been waiting and waiting for this. So this is a project. It's actually in very good shape. He sent this in, but he wants the soup to nuts treatment on it. So that's on the process. The whirlwind's in the process. We are waiting on parts. Oh, she's not going to be happy. I told her, but the parts didn't come in. So this is waiting. We got everything off the field. Sometimes you have to wait for parts. Now, Carl, this is where we have all of our game parties and our showroom. So it doubles as a game place and a party place. And then my hologram collection, my light bulb collection. I got to do a video on the light bulbs. So. But boy, isn't that neat? Here, come on in the back and we'll do our goodbyes. He wants to take some more pictures of me. You know what? I'll give him one of my trading cards. And finally, Karl gets the treatment. That's right. See, we'll put down Karl with a K or a C. A C, of course. Yeah. Of course. I always like to drive people nuts that way. And I'm going to do my squad. Jonathan, zoom in on that. Now, is that a good card? Look at that. Now, if any of you want a card like this, email me at this email address, and I'll mail you one. Okay.
Now, Carl, you gotta leave it on a driving game in the showroom like the last kid did.
Oh, I signed the card. Rat. He left my signed card.
Plonk.
I can't even give it away to anybody.
Buster named whoever was it.
I'm going to write, this one will be a little different. This way, I put down keep watching. Now this way, Karl, what you do in your bathroom, you affix this like right there in the mirror.
Oh. We need help.
I need help. This is just a big running gag. And look at the boys. Look at the boys are sitting down. There we are.
Can't even see them.
Yeah, they're getting.
We're finally eating. It's only 1 p.m.
And you finally got this out of the showroom. This guy's having a coronary.
Everybody's working on
Where's
this
his
thing.
Sinbad? Look. Now there's some history. Stan Harrison Company.
We'll have to call
See?
that number.
No, there's not even an area code. If you dial that number, this is what
You
you
have
get.
reached a number that has been disconnected.
Oh. But if it works, by the way, it did say here, it's actually a clever phrase. If it works with a coin, we have it. That was what his, and this was in somebody's house for all those years. And we haven't restored it yet. Now what we're going to do is, I'm trying to decide, Karl, whether I'll just paint it flat black,
Spatter it.
spatter paint it.
I say we paint it with lighter fluid and throw a match on it.
Oh, not Sinbad.
Or we take it up to the roof and throw it off the roof.
Oh gosh. Oh god, I need a whole bunch of thumbs down for that, wouldn't I? Wow. Bang, 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 bang.
So,
Should we get rid of him now? Yeah. Get out. It's get out. Get out. Now get out! He's gone. Actually, we had a good time, didn't we? You come and visit, we'll do the same thing. Maybe. Anyway, let's continue. This still needs some more work, but this is going out. I wanted to show you a couple things on it that we did. We still have paint work to do, but I thought you might like to see. We put this green strip here, okay? We also put these super brights here, okay? They look nice, don't they? Did you flip the camera around? We still have paint, so it still needs some more Steven touch. We have a red bendy there to light that up. That looks pretty good. Look, the nuclear jackpot's a color changer. It's coming along. It's another pretty nice Simpsons, and when we're done, I think all the plastics were perfect on this, including the ramp. I think there's so playfield touch-up. The ramp has to get touch-up. It's almost done. It's a work in progress. What do you think about another 2 hours, Kurt?
Yeah, you gotta do the flippers.
Yeah. Okay.
Flip the parts here.
Well, I wanted to finish this video up.
What's
We're
over
gonna
here?
finish it up. Look.
Is this coffee?
No. This is 3,200 brand new buttons. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors and lengths. So these are red clear. There's 361. Right? No, how many are in this? No. This is 525. Red short. 525 black short. 520 long black. 525 short black blue. 525 green long.
There's 300 and something right there.
Yeah, this is just 300. This is on full. 364 short yellow. So just so you know, this is what 525 green short. We're keeping most of our buttons, so I'm just getting rid of these. How many we have? Thousands of buttons. Oh God. Should I do buttons a go-go? Oh.
That'll get you on Jimmy Kimmel.
No, nobody wants to buy my show.
That'll get you on Jimmy Fallon. That'll get you on James Corden.
Nobody likes my show.
You can't even get on.
But you guys like it. I'm almost at 16,000 subscribers, Kurt.
Nice. That's good.
Yes, we got almost 5 million views.
Getting there.
And I'm in every single video.
Oh, goody.
I hear it. I think it's time we say good night.